Да. Спасибо Швеции за настройки качества. Так, мне надо с Рексом. Это Академия. Академия тоже. С послом. Все в Академии. Только найти Академию осталось.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel Security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats C-Sec.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
Где Академия?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures.
Ее можно же отключить.
Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the Council Chambers and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council Chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I've been inside the council chambers.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Как ее отключить?
Please do not disturb the Keepers.
Она мешает мне. Правда.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
Так.
I've argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Нет. Ты можешь выбрать пол.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Какие-то проблемы? Чем ты занимаешься?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Если стану в третьей части, чё? Ай, не ладно, без спойлеров.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
Ага.
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
Я недостаточно обаятелен.
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself, would that take care of things?
As long as it stays in approved areas once it has the permit, yes. That would solve the issue for me.
Но я не могу у него купить, да?
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Нет.
I'll keep working on it.
This one will continue to spread its message.
Где купить? Ха. Пока я не понимаю, где купить это. Я так понимаю, это побочный квест, который можно потом, если чё. С каким-то неписем в диалоге проскочит фраза. Нужна академия. Я не понимаю, где она. Здесь нету. Ага. Есть. Рекс. Здорово.
You, human. You the one they call Shepard?
That's me, Commander Shepard.
The name's Rex. The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only you got there first.
Sounds like I did your job for you.
When I get paid to do a job, I finish it. Alone.
I don't like where this is going.
But I didn't finish this job, Shepard. You did. So the payment is yours.
You're going to pay me for getting rid of Fist?
I won't take credit for someone else's work. I transferred the payment into your account. I like the way you handled Fist. Now I hear you're going after Saren. I was thinking I should come along.
You're a bounty hunter. What do you get out of going after Saren?
I'm not in this for the money. I want to be where the action is. There's a storm coming, and you and Saren are right in the middle of it.
Why me? Saren's already got a lot of Krogan working for him.
Those aren't Krogan. They're servants. They grovel at Saren's feet to lick his boots, trading their freedom for promises of wealth and power. My people were a proud species once. Some of us still remember that. I won't bow down to Saren like the others.
We'll take you with us, Rex.
Smart move, Shepard.
Ну... Биотических умений нет. Ну и хрен с ними. Так, мне сюда. Все верно. Плохо ориентируюсь.
Okay, Jalil. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Short, he's threatening.
Detective Chelly, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private.
Какой-то основной квест. Не.
No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were just getting information, Chalik.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Угу. Да, они опять необаятельный. Обращайте внимание. Так. Что-то мне подсказывает. Ну шо ты? Тебе нравится это?
Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
Я не слышу их разговор, ну ладно.
What are you doing here?
I am Jalid. I came here to seek aid from the authorities, but they won't listen to me. My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me.
Начал преследовать меня.
Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Wasn't that the Solarian who asked us to scan the Keepers?
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Как бы квест с хранителями не продать. Извините за французский. А, у меня слишком низкий уровень навык. Ой. Конечно. Так быстрее побегаем. Так. Здесь еще не все. Есть там что-то зеленое на карте. Наверное, это и есть то. Интендант.
One sec, looking you up.
The God blessed.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Уни инструмент. Лицензии у него нет. Не, сложно с этим всем разбираться. Хорошо, я к нему зашел. А надо было зачем-то идти там? Конкретно? Может посмотреть снайперскую винтовку?
Hello, Commander.
Show me what.
I'll open the rare stocks.
На который денег нет. Мне кажется, пока у меня денег нет, нет смысла никакого. Пошли вниз. Быстро вы в лифт зашли, ребят. Кстати, говорите друг с другом. Да? Да вы посмотреть снайперскую винтовку.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's
Eddie
Lang,
Lang.
Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool
Кайфуешь от жизни,
aliens,
почему?
like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the
Настройки
Spectres?
качества.
Just the stuff they show in the vids.
Швеция.
They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Интересная хрена, наверное. Непонятно только, что это. Так, там же кто-то болтал, погодите, это значит ко мне. Моей части. О чем диалоги ведете? Я ж здесь был. Андрей посажен на бутылку. Ну ладно, вниз тогда пойду обратно. Игра притормаживает внезапно. Процессор не вывозит. Клево. Я уже начинаю думать, может купить пока что корпус новый. Кулер. Вещи, которые не будут меняться. О чем он хотел, по-твоему? А это? Да.
Garrus, if you do not mind me asking, how do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Things are different among my people. There are so few of us. We are expected to be loyal, even when it is difficult.
Я не решил. Я думаю. По сути, это бесполезно, но... Я... человек такой, которому нравится тратить деньги на ненужные вещи. Наверх.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still
Не,
denying
не.
reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Это полезно, да, но окупаемость этого... Не то, что окупаемость. Же электричество в 2 раза, вот что. Просто. Меня не волнует цена самого компа. А вот то, что это постоянный будет. Прирост к... Дебаф такой к щитам. Серьезно? Ну, игра. Надо. Так. Да, миллионеры. Конечно. Это что за стример, погоди? i5 4590? Чё? Но он не вывезет стрим. По хитсу? А, по ходсу, наверное, да. Я понял. Я понял, просто задержка стрима. Угу. Я убрал моментально. Тоже в цели повышения качества. Как Dota есть бесплатная. Короче. Heroes of the Storm сравнивать с Дотой неправильно. Подс дороже Доты. И героев там всех нет. А в Доте все сразу есть. Все равны. Нижние рынки. Покупайте Warcraft 3. Это путаете, оладий. Вообще реально по логике получилось Дота самая дешевая в своем жанре. У Лол там надо героев покупать, в Ходсе надо героев покупать. Но Дота требует скилла, да. В отличие от остальных. передать информацию. Хочу ей передавать. Да. Якс.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the X-Mods?
Show them the merchandise.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
В смысле, кто не спит, спите, чё? Оладий, ты понял, что ты сказал? Угу. Ну, пока.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Не знаю, зачем я это купил. Ну ладно.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
If it'll help further the scientific cause, how can I refuse?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Джалит, жди меня. Чё, получится убедить? Элик.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Kor's den immediately.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Герой. Yeah.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorben?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorben would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorben, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorben can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Надо еще вкачать. Потом посмотрю. Сейчас у них нет необходимости. Что потом, The God Blessed? Два штуки. Где еще не видел одного? Я знаю, где один остался. Не хочу репортерам стучать. Мерзкие же они обычно.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Как? Так взгляд отвел. Ну, если я там подойду, дам интервью. Так, это космическое. Как много бабок. Да нет. Спасибо, да God bless. Спасибо. Надо ввести иммунитет себе там. Что тот, кто хочет это сделать, сам сажается. А. Непонятно, как это сделать. Понятно, что вначале ничего нет. Так всегда. А потом эти деньги девать некуда. Вместо туалетной бумаги. Так, этого я сканировал. Один хранитель, где он остался? Сложно. В логове, я думаю, нет. Вунигель? Я пока еще не дошел до этого. Я могу, но... Для себя пока не вижу смысла. В посольствах, да. В баре? В каком баре? Но рядом с ней не могу, потому что... Если только мне там обилку не заюзать. Какую-нибудь. Типа саботаж или чё? Здесь вот. Я сканировал. Там сканировал. А, в том баре. Да, справа. Здесь сканировал. Ну... Зато сейчас, возможно, увидишь, чем он закончится. Ничем. Я не знаю, как там просканировать одного из них все равно. Здесь просканировал. Здесь его нет. Я с ней не говорил. Ладно. Google нет. Здесь этого просканировал. Да что тебе надо, да God blessed. Нельзя вытащить оружие. F4 снайпер, клево. Не, мне еще два осталось. Того сканировал. Этого сканировал.
Like all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
Здесь его нет. По карте бесполезно, по-моему. Ну что я здесь узнаю? Мне же никак не показывают. А может, в Эмпориум надо? Что это? Я туда не заходил. Вроде.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will...
Здесь есть лицензия? Точнее, на проповеди. У кого покупать? Ага! Да. Нет, я здесь был, я просто тогда не мог сканировать. Ладно, все, один остался, я знаю, где он, но... непонятно. Я аж по квесту с ним кто-то.
What's this?
Там не было
Out of the
лицензий.
Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable.
Я купил 2 лицензии, которые видел на нижнем рынке.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When
Ладно,
someone as
вернусь
important
потом.
as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Давай, да God bless. Мне нужна ваша помощь.
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Sarah?
You're very blunt, Shepard, and you're right. But Rex has already told you far more than I know about this. I am sorry, but I have nothing else to offer.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Без лицензий.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
А в остальных этих есть еще лицензии?
Commander, it is good to
Show me
see
your
you.
items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Я так понимаю, нет. Но я на всякий случай все про...
Commander, it is good
Show
to
me
see
your
you.
items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Че, я купил лицензию одну. В смысле? Где еще была лицензия?
It is
Show
good.
me your items.
Oh, this
Неужели я
one is
слепошарый? Нету здесь лицензии.
I think I'll be going.
Return soon. This one receives new shipments regularly. Commander,
Show me your items.
oh, this one is pleased to do.
Окей. Да, я купил.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
После отступник плюс... Ах. Ах. Как бы сделать отступник минус? Не, ему снайперка не нужна. Мне кажется, там не всегда так. Я тыкал нижний и получал героя плюс 8. Я снайпер. Ему не нужна снайперка. Мне без разницы, лучше он или нет. Я отойду на пару минут. Так. Вернулся. Откровенно говоря, я щита пока не видел нигде. Возможно, я слеп. И не шарю. Но пускай будет на максимум. Далее. Наверное, надо... Я теоретически же все могу вкачать, получается. Ну, теоретически. Нету ограничения по количеству скиллов, которые могут использовать. Они просто будут все выводиться здесь, и я буду выбирать нужное. Ванчес ботл. Видок ботл. Так. Так. Не повторяй за мной, что? С кем ты говоришь, видок? Извини. Не буду. Броню никому не вкачивал. Вообще, по идее, электроника и дешифровка — это ее специальность. Я это не качаю. Но у меня такие же способности. Короче, я думаю, я уровни еще получу. Наверное. Надеюсь на это. Что с логна-то? С дороги! Расступись! Как я сканировал хранителя.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Так. Черпай сложно.
Please do not. Welcome to Precision. For your convenience.
That's all for now.
Thank you for use. Please do not disturb the keepers.
My people used to have an embassy here, but after we created the Geth, we were no longer welcome.
И как я это сделаю? Надо ждать, что ли, по сюжету? Эх. Какой Google? Я первый раз прохожу игру. Я не собираюсь гуглить это. God bless, сейчас, погоди. 20 из 21. Все. Это последний. Инфосотка. Может, я сейчас смогу убедить, кстати. God bless, ты видел 20 из 21? Точно? Веришь моим глазам?
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in
The Presidium is a... Why should the Jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
Has anyone actually complained about this Hanar?
Not yet, but any good CSEC officer removes problems before they create a public nuisance.
You've explained the law. If the Hanar gets in trouble, it has nobody to blame but itself.
I suppose I can tell my superior that I attempted a diplomatic solution. Some other CSEC officer can arrest the Hanar. It's no longer my problem. Thank you for your assistance.
Герой.
The officer has left, and this one is free to share the glory of the Enkindlers. This one offers its appreciation.
Happy to help.
This one has little money, but it can offer this. Now finally, this one can continue sharing the truth unimpeded. Let all races herald the glory of the Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment.
Так. Квест. Это хрен знает. Это хрен знает. Так, а посол где? В президиуме? Центральный лифт Академии. Оторвись от пельмешек, видок. Не надо, пожалуйста. Right Dragon. Вот. Честно, приятно тебе было бы, если бы тебе сидели за спиной и говорили, чё как это.
How so? The Normandy is built for stealth, not combat.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
If it comes to a fight, I'd prefer a flotilla ship. It's easier to trust what you've worked on yourself.
Один Это ладно, я типа лицензию пропустил, это такая мелочь. О, блин. Может здесь, сейчас вот будет этот хранитель. Да вряд ли. А, вон он. Как бы... Что искать дальше? Я еще просто не дошел до этого. Это все, что ли? Задание сдавать не надо? Ладно. Я выполнил квест. Я все равно сейчас собирался идти вот сюда наверх. И тут бац, я увидел хранителя. Ну и я бы выполнил его. Просто... Ладно. Не важно.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Герой. О, капитан.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance Intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. T'Soni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Достижение? Так. Чё можно? А у других есть что? Ага. Фактически. Да. Здесь ломается броня. Не обратил пока внимания. Да что вам надо? Я вам вкачаю снайперку потом. Что вы пристали? Что вам надо? Она будет хил. Хил! Блин. Бы электронику и дешифровку бы ей вкачать. Что тебе надо? Что надо? Что тебе надо? God bless. Что надо, а? Лиара. Не знаю, что делать с этими заданиями. Тихо, тихо. Только не бей. Нормальнее. Нормалее, нормалее. Задание с сигналом легкое. Спасибо за спойлер. Но непонятно, как его сделать.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Есть проблема.
The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this. So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop Saren. I swear to you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Какой отступник? Да пошли вы. Просто засранцы какого-то, ладно. Но мне кажется, не отступником. Сложно замотивировать. Типа, ой, вы такие все хорошие, мы справимся, давайте. Станем в круг, станцуем, и это. Нет, не сработает. Вообще странно. Я в отряде никого из человеков нет. Ну, я не считаю. Их не будет просто в отряде людей. Кроме меня. Этот Кайден, блин, зачем он нужен?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Is there something you need? Так, я брони никакой не покупал. По идее, я должен находить же в тех местах, куда я лечу, все, что мне нужно. Так делают в играх. Я почему-то подумал, что Рекс не со мной. А он со мной. Я покупал некоторые вещи, но сейчас... Нет, не покупал, можно сказать. Покупал лицензии. Эшлей. Marco.
Looking for supplies?
What are licenses?
What
are the different manufacturers
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Далее здесь, да? Да.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Carry on.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Обычные суда? Нет. Чё?
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Ну, будет, наверное. Зависит от того, как пойдет. Именно по времени. Там, может, Tomb Raider будет сначала.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Блин, играть тупого или чё? Может, хочется уже спросить, что справа? Да я боюсь, что я лишусь этой опции из-за тупости. Да ты не пойму.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Я отвечал не всякое в расчете, что я потом прошу прощения. Но игра...
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries. All I know is the story of their origins.
Interesting.
The Geth... Over time, we made small modifications.
How come the count?
But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. Many
So
of the
there's some
Geths-
sort of...
No, each Geth... But when they're in close proximity, they...
That doesn't...
As you can imagine, this caused a near panic. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently...
Can't blame
We
them.
had no... We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for...
It's hard to feel sorry.
If we had... Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Вот и поговорил. С Рексом, да. Теперь, я думаю, со всеми. Like what? I should go. Да?
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Вот где ставится. Не нашел я это улучшение. Может, оно есть в этом. Я же могу снять это. У меня ее нету, потому что я не купил.
Looking for supplies?
Да.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
У него нет улучшений, да? Чё? Что скажешь, Гарус?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
Так. Ну, я сделал все, что мог. Денег насыпется сейчас. Надеюсь. Нет, не туда. Блин, ладно. А я ж с Эшли не поговорил.
Anything you need, Commander?
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Это я испугался первой опции и ушел, короче. Такое маленькое, но...
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Я не понимаю, про какую ноты ты говоришь. К чему, точнее, ты это сказал?
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
No offense, I appreciate the rest. Yes, if I had been more alert, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Там подходишь к людям, говоришь, что они свободны. А? Придется с ним найти личного общения.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Lieutenant.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Кажется, я закончу игру отступника.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright. Как ты говоришь с капитаном? Я же капитан команды. Так. Первый раз. Космос. Вау. Как же клево. Можно за один раз прыгнуть? Сначала Лиару хочется увидеть. Вопрос. Как называлось это? А, ладно. То есть я там повеселюсь. Блин, я не знаю, по основному идти тогда. Что такое НП, погоди? Подождите. Про Аргус. Ладно, пойду по основному. «44 километра всего». Як. Начнем с Македонии. Нормандии. И до стрелочки. Мягкая посадка. Кажется, надо было вкачивать ремонт. Боже, как я управляю. Так, а теперь вопрос. Я понимаю. Как же выйти? И здесь выходить нельзя. И спасибо.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Так. Низкий уровень электроники. Суммируется ли уровень электроники? То есть, если у Тали был бы высокий, я бы смог с этим работать? Так. Надо... Я был предупрежден о кое-чем, что надо записывать, на каких планетах я бывал, на каких планетах что оставил. Мы едем. Блин, направляемость, конечно, топовая. В копочках никакая. И на улице долго находиться нельзя. Аномалия. Блин, я прочитал левый shift, чтобы прицепиться. Я думал, чё? Не пожалею ли я об этом? Нет! Торий. Хорошо. Б, вождение. Нет, я бы на Б жму, вождения нет. Лол. Здесь я не могу перевернуться. О, враги. На, у меня же пушка. Но враги могут стрелять. Я ж не должен выходить. Блин, они во мне стреляют. Охренели? Оставшиеся где-то совсем близко. Ага. «15 секунд. Ну и придется зайти вовнутрь, чё? Я понимаю. Я думаю, там безопасно внутри. Мако. Зайти. О, а тут враги. Капец. А, Гарус все, да? Молодец.
Take him down.
Здесь было сохранение. Будет урок. Сам виноват. Не сохранился. Даже быстрый сейф не сделал. Подумал, я опять что-нибудь провалил. Идеально. Как я сохранился. Может, стрим попробовать обновить. Я пока отстреливать буду все равно. Надамажили. Здравствуйте. Шо вы говорите? Жесткая игра? Почему? Сейчас вот жестко будет. Мы секта. Я не до конца. — 2007. А им? Использовал обилку. Не убил. What? The fuck? Снайпер. Меня жестоко обманули. Enemies are everywhere.
Hold the line. Enemy is everywhere. Go, go, go.
Take him down.
Стойте, не двигайтесь. Don't move.
Take him down.
Lost shields.
Я первый раз прохожу ее. Пропустил. Что это было? Не. Я не понимаю, что третья обилка делает, почему-то она не работает.
Lost shields.
Надо кинуть, нет? В смысле? What the? Какая жесткая. Просто не умею играть в эту игру пока что. Надо щиты прокачивать. В смысле не вышел? Она присосалась ко мне? Просто мешок с картошкой. Команда полезная, да? Я понимаю, что я ими не управляю никак. Но...
Holding on your command.
Красиво, Гарус. А, он жив? Я не обратил внимания.
Lost shields!
Просто лох. Что с тобой?
Hold the line!
All targets down.
Ну а чё он? Чё она свичнулась с пистолета? А, я поменял. И с пистолета должна быть сильнее всего, потому что он у меня прокачан больше всего. Молот 2. О, патроны. Эти это не, ну, короче, не био. Роботы, короче. А чё он? Энергия щита на 60. Мне кажется, щит это важная штука в этой игре. Хрен с ним. Я пока живу, потом вкачаю. Давайте вкачаем электронику. Что она может? Не, единство потом. Так-то я живу пока что. Хрен с ним, пускай это будет. Ну, вообще, дохнуть некрасиво. В Dragon Age я загружался при хотя бы одной смерти. Нет улучшений. Там что-то было. Я не заюзал хил, взял хил. В рабочих не взял хил, потому что 6 маг. Ага. А, это можно было использовать. Ясно. Быстрое цепление. Shit happens. Да? Низкий уровень навыка. И ничего с этим не поделать. Потому что я вкачал. Электронику. Yeah. Броня, а я не могу же надевать броню, да? Ну вообще. Ух, прокачу сейчас. Чё там? Точность 25. Как раз для нас. Как снять? Чувствую сейчас никак, да? Я пытаюсь. Правда, пытаюсь. What the fuck? Escape. Помогает escape. Алли. Нашел пистолет. По урону хуже. По точности лучше. Хуже не будет. Не забудь вернуться с шифровкой. и электроникой. Хотя электронику сейчас еще потыщу. Уровня хватит. Опа, что там? Высветный знак горит. Я там не все обследовал? Скиллуха. Записать надо где-то, что ли? Может, в Дискорде тупо записать себе? Бы и нет. Бортовой журнал. Один земной год. Разведать. Минус 197. Батарейка. Вторая крупная лишь. Даем. 130. Так понял, остальных еще хуже, да? Спарту. Понял.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Значит, нам... О боже, не попасть под метеоритик. Или что это? Я вижу справа что-то. Чего сюда, ладно. А если я пойду туда, что я увидел раньше, я лишусь вопросика, с которого я, скорее всего, туда должен был пойти. Соответственно, опыта. Потом, короче. А с чего я пригорел? А, ну да. Вспомнил. Придется забывать об этом. Да я ж понял, что низкого уровня навыка. Ты. Что ж ты? Это. Душишь-то. О. Теперь я понял. Почему друг сказал то, что сказал. Он сказал, что он передвигается только по горам теперь. Ну, в Mass Effect. С некоторых пор. Теперь я готов. Сейчас червяку не поздоровится. Наверное. Это что был ваншот. Оп. Опасно.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Сохранился, сохранился. Здесь вроде больше нечего делать. Конкретно в этой локации. Сюда шли. Полям по полям. Амока. Есть Мока. Мака, да? Не запомнил название. М-35 едет к нам. Так получше. Все получилось, да? Я почти точно маячок поставил даже. Месторождение лития. А, стоп. Наверное, на каждой планетке есть такое. Это вообще что за место? Я ж там приземлился вроде. Там ничего нельзя было обследовать. Надо, чтобы цвета менялись. Да, сюда я начинал. Так он запомнил тебя. Понял тебя. Алоний. Плюс бабло. Я-то думал. Блин, а здесь еще что-нибудь есть? Так, может 20 тысяч лет искать? если все искать, тогда игра может затянуться, да. Ну, понимаешь, я же играю в игру, а не в Нормандию по квестикам. Ты чё, за кого ты меня принимаешь-то? Сейчас бы чем-то полезно заниматься в игре. Вообще, я думаю, сейчас закончить что-то это. Не надоело, а это... Чувствую себя не очень что-то. Неважно, чувствую. Немножко плавит. Здесь больше ничего. И... Спарта и Дол. Что-то мне не хватило электроники, да? Да, сейчас я заканчиваю. Записываю, что Спарта и Дол, и все. Так, ладно. Гоняюсь. Time to go.